Going to do an insight video again today. Again, it's just talking about soul vibration, soul frequency, the light of vibration and frequency, how this all connects to consciousness, how this connects to the eternal moment, the eternal self, the infinite self, how integrating and unifying these sort of like these vibrations of oneness, how they start to open us up as channels, how they start to open us up to start to receive and to express and create. And that's really important to those sort of terminologies or words of expressing and creating are really important, especially with relation to like soul vibration and soul frequency. Creation and expression have a perfect union as well, a perfect sort of like relationship. And again, this is part of like oneness vibration, oneness frequency. Expressing is expressing the qualities and releasing the soul vibration of your soul qualities and your soul vibration that you've brought down from the oneness consciousness, the oneness frequency that we're all part of when we move past this level of reality, this level of existence. And what that does is then when we express it, we create a different frequency, we create a different consciousness, not just for ourselves but for the planet as well. And this is how it works in oneness vibration, oneness frequency, especially within the infinite realms and dimensions of oneness vibration, oneness frequency. I keep talking about oneness vibration, oneness frequency because it's the non-separation. It's knowing that that you as a spiritual being, as with this quality of your soul vibration, your soul frequency, and your higher self, and when they're in perfect union, you're connected to that oneness vibration. You're an open channel to receive insight, information, and also express it. So it works in a perfect flow. Again, it connects to the universal law of rhythm, which I see as rhythm is like a perfect circle, a perfect circle of creation, a perfect cycle of growth, expansion, and that's what's needed for this age. And this is what I feel like a lot of the vibration and frequency is about, that we're receiving now as we start to open up to our soul frequency, our soul vibration, and we're unifying with our infinite selves and the eternal moment. What we're doing is we're receiving that wisdom, those new frequencies, that new consciousness from other dimensions, other realities, other realms, and they're aligning us to come back into this oneness vibration, this oneness frequency. And like I've talked before many times, this is what happened in these spiritual cultures when we talk about like Atlantis, and we talk about Lemuria, and people are talking about Lyra, and they're talking about Andromeda. All these kind of new frequencies that are coming down now because the soul frequencies and the oneness vibration once again is opening up to the infinite vibration of the different universal realities and the different universal vibrations and frequencies. And what's happening is the planet is aligning and opening up with these new frequencies and these new levels of consciousness to once again align with these other dimensional realities. And it's bringing down the insight and the information, and it's harnessing and anchoring the vibrations that are needed to shift and change this reality. And again, all reality works in perfect union. It works on a singular, first of all, where you start to awaken to your own soul vibration, your soul frequency, and then it works on a collective. But the oneness vibration works on an infinite vibration, a collective vibration, where they're all beings are part of one vibration, one frequency. And this is what this time's about, and this is why many of us are starting to awaken. And you're finding there's a lot of people around that are talking about different frequencies, like I said, Lyra, Andromeda, they're talking about Atlantis, they're talking about Lemuria. But these frequencies have always been there, because once something's created through creation and through the oneness vibration, it's never dissolved, and it cannot be destroyed. So what happens is, as spiritual beings, what happens as a collective in the different realities, the different dimensions of light, and the different dimensions where of different dimensions of consciousness and frequency, there's many beings working in one. And like you've got like the Great White Brotherhood, which is a collective of enlightened beings that work with us. You've got archangels that work with us, and you've got other beings that work with us, infinite beings of light, of different dimensions and realities. And what happens is, as souls and a soul collective, there's like these beings have got like insight and understanding and like wisdom of how to shift and change reality, but also shift and change and harmonize the planet and bring it back into harmony, bring it back into union. And what's happened is that with each soul, we were in this infinite collective, we're in this infinite consciousness of this oneness consciousness of the ever flow of the universe, but this oneness consciousness where we were given insight, we were given sort of like vibrations and frequencies that each and every one of us needs to bring down to this plane of existence, this planet, to start to shift and change this reality. And this is what the awakening's about, and this is what ascension's about for many beings. Is you come back down here, you awaken to your soul qualities, your soul vibration, and then you become this open channel to then start to once again be connected to these different collectives of consciousness, which all beings are. You know, all realities are a collective of consciousness, and they're a manifestation and creation of oneness vibration in a different reflection, a different form. And this is what's going on now, and this is why when I talk about the universal law of rhythm, it's such an important sort of universal law, because it talks about the natural cycle of vibration and frequency, but the natural cycle of evolution and growth as well. And we're going through a new sort of like spiritual age of growth and expansion of vibration and frequency. As each and every one of us opens up to our soul vibration, then there's a new frequency. There's a higher frequency that's being anchored in from each and every one of us as we awaken, and this is what this time's about. And it's the same with the universal law of rhythm and growth, the natural cycle of evolution. This happens like in creation all over in the different realities, the different dimensions, and we're all part of that. You know, you're not separate as this spiritual being. You may be in a physical form, but you still have that spiritual sort of expression, that spiritual expression of your energy, your light. And when you connect and get into that union of soul and higher self, then you become this open channel to receive the light, the energy, the frequencies, and you can start to anchor them in. And each and every one of us are an anchor. Each and every one of us are key. Like I've said before, each and every one of us holds a key of consciousness for this age, and each and every one of us are here to awaken to that key of consciousness. Each and every one of us has a purpose, and when we awaken to that purpose, then what we do is we bring our own reality into alignment and perfect union with the oneness vibration, but we also do it for the collective, for all beings on the planet, for the whole planet, the whole vibration frequency of the planet. And this is what we're here for. And this is why this is what the masters teach, this is what the angels teach, this is what all beings teach. Everything is about oneness, everything is about harmony, everything is about union. And this is what this time's about, and this is what we're coming back into. And this is why it's so important that, you know, that I'm sitting here and I'm doing these videos, but this is my purpose. This is my purpose to one, awaken individually, but two, to support other beings to their own awakening, their own ascension, their own sort of process of expressing their soul vibration, their own key of consciousness, to unlock a vibration, a frequency for this planet. And that's what I'm doing now in my own role, in my own purpose. And this is what you're doing it in your way, and we all bring our own qualities. Like everybody brings their own sort of vibration frequency, and it could be anything. It could be things that you do, it could be the job that you're in, it could be anything like that. You could be there as an anchor in your role, in your job, in your physical job, to bring anchor in the energy. And it could be even just about you expressing your own vibration, and then that will help others to resonate and sort of like harmonize with their own vibration for awakening. This is how all sort of like reality works. All reality works and shifts. All beings should be vibrating as one, and they should be harmonizing. And when you've got a collective of beings that have the understanding about that we're all part of the whole, and no one being is separate. So each being would work then to bring that other being into harmony, into balance, into union, because that's the oneness vibration. That's the ultimate sort of spiritual law or reality is oneness. And this is how the spirit world works. This is why the spirit world works with many different realities and dimensions, and this is how the many infinite masters work, and the infinite beings and the universal teachers work. um, they know that everything should be in harmony. So this is why you have like archangels working tirelessly with us as in humanity, and this is why you have ascended masters working with us tirelessly in in this reality, to try and bring us back into harmony. And this is what the whole time's about, and this is what the whole thing, and this is why the eternal moment is so important. Because when you're in the eternal moment, you're in soul frequency, but you're also in like you're unified with your higher self, and then you're in the ultimate frequency, which is the oneness frequency. And this allows us to connect with the many collectives in the infinite creation of source energy, but also of oneness vibration. And this is what this time's about: is bringing us back into that oneness vibration. For a long time in this reality, for well, I'd say for thousands of years, we've been out of union. We've been out of union on this planet, and this is what this time's about. And this is why it's such a magical time at this time, is that they're bringing us back into union, and we're at frequencies and vibrations, like I said, where you talk about like Atlantis, Lemuria, and you've got Andromeda, and you've got Lyra, and you've got these other frequencies coming down. We're in this time at the moment where we're in a magical time where the frequencies are so high again, and the channels are open again to the infinite universe and the infinite universal teachers and the infinite realities and dimensions, and we're being opened up again to oneness vibration and frequency. It's a magical time where we're all coming back into union, we're coming back into harmony, we're coming back into this ultimate frequency, which we've been out of for a long time. No, that frequency has always existed, because as I said, it cannot be destroyed. It cannot be sort of like, yeah, it can't be destroyed. It's always been here, but our level of consciousness hasn't, and our level of frequency hasn't. And this is what the infinite teachers and the universal teachers are working on now, and that's why anchoring is so important at this time, and the awakening is so important. Because when we awaken, then we start to become these open channels to once again anchor the vibrations and frequencies to bring us back into union with the oneness vibrations, with source creation, but all the other realities and dimensions. And this is what this time's about, and this is why it's so important that each and every one of us awakens to our own key of consciousness and vibration, because each and every one of us holds a key. And when we unlock that vibration, that frequency in ourselves, then we help to expand the consciousness and the vibration and frequency on the planet. So once again, we can come back into union and alignment. And once we do that, then obviously our vibration, our frequency, then is being manifested on the planet. But then it also helps, because then it sort of connects to other beings, and then it resonates with them, and it helps them to awaken. And this is why it's important that each and every one of us awakens and awakens to our own key of consciousness and vibration. But it helps them with the collective. Each and every time that one of us awakens, as a light comes on the planet, and our light then expresses, and then it's sort of like it vibrates on the planet, and then it helps to go out there, and then that vibration then connects to other beings, and then their vibration awakens, and then another vibration awakens, and then another vibration awakens. It's the infinite circles of like pure creation, and pure the infinite circles of the universal law of rhythm, and the cycles of growth and development and expansion on the planet. That's the insight for today.